09-07-2020, and we are still busy with capacity part 3. Right, so there I have a cylinder. Has anybody seen a cylinder? And we can see on this cylinder it's got lines, which is called graduations, and so we are going to today learn how to read cylinders. So let's click the cylinder and take us to a video. Please listen nicely to the video and enjoy.
In ancient times, different communities used different tools for measuring capacities and volumes. So, there was no common tool to be used by everyone. They used common objects, such as jars and pots, to measure volumes and capacity. Gradually, mankind noticed that there must be a unique system for measurements to be used worldwide. What are volume and capacity? Look at the following bottles. They all look different. They have different shapes, different heights, different colors, and different liquids inside. But they have one common property. The amounts of liquids inside the bottles are the same. Each bottle holds 2 liters of a liquid. So, we see that all the bottles have a common property. This property is the amount of space they have for holding a liquid. This space is called capacity. So, we can say that all these bottles have the same capacity. Sometimes the amounts of liquids inside different bottles or jars are the same, but the capacities of the containers are not the same. The following cylinders, which all have different capacities, but the amounts of liquids inside all the cylinders are the same. This amount is called volume. Volume represents the amount of a liquid, or how much space the liquid takes up in a container. Let's see what you have learned in this lesson.
Okay, so we've got capacity is the amount of space, and volume is the amount of space the liquid takes up. Okay, do you see that? So we've got different cylinders or different containers, but as long as they have the right graduations, it means that we all can get an accurate measurement. All right, what you need for today is your whiteboard and your whiteboard marker, your blue maths books, a pencil, and your maths brains on. So let's get cracking. Reading cylinders. So I have a cylinder there, okay? And it's always important, you need to see what measurement your cylinder goes up in. So you can see mine starts in 5. So what does that mean? We are counting in 5s. It's going 5 mils every time. And then we check at the line, and also the meniscus is the curve of where the water sits. So you can see it's slightly curved. So we've got to look at it very nicely. So we look here, here's 40, and then we count 41, 42, 43. So I'm going to say that there's 43 mils of liquid in that cylinder. So remember from yesterday's video, boys and girls, when we filled up the space rocket, it looked like a cylinder in the rocket where the fuel was being filled up in. So this is the same. But important to remember when we're looking at cylinders is to see what your cylinder goes up in. And there mine is starting at 10 milliliters. So it's going up in tens. You can see 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So look where the meniscus is. So that means there's 10 spaces in between the 40 and the 50. So we're on 40 and then 142 milliliters. Excellent. So there is the third one. And again, we need to see how much it goes up in before we can read. It starts at 100 and then you can see 200, 300. So it's going up in 100 mils at a time. So that means each line in between 100 and 200 is 10 mils. Okay, but ours is luckily sitting right there on the 100, so this one has 100 milliliters. Okay, so now your work for today. In your blue math book, complete page 39. So you are going to be doing your own reading of cylinders. You're going to write the date at the top, which is 09-07-2020. And please write out your 5 times table on your whiteboards too, as practice, because tomorrow we're doing 5 times table test. So have a super day, grade 2s, and I will see you tomorrow.